Good day, welcome to the Tired Garden Test Beds. I'm Jason. Last time we were here we made this worm bin out of kitty litter buckets. Fairly simple process, but once you've got a worm bin going for a while, you're going to want to be able to harvest the castings out of it. Problem is, open this up and you look down in there, and there's a ton of worms. You just want the castings, you don't want all the worms. You want to be able to keep your worms for your next worm bin. So what we do is the same portion we have inside here, we make another one of those with the holes in the bottom, holes around the top, and then inside I've put some food and some newspaper, and there's a handful of worms down in there. That's not really strictly necessary, but I reach down in here and I collect up any big particles that are in here and I drop them down in there. You'll get a lot of the worms at the same time because the worms are going after the food particles that are in there. So they'll come along and you'll have gotten some of your worms. You don't need to get it all, but I like to get most of it because you don't want those chunks in your worm castings. The holes in the bottom are big enough that the worms can go through there. So you'll then put this right down in there. You've got it all set up here. Put the lid on and let it sit for a while. A couple of weeks, maybe a month. After that, you'll open it up and you'll look down in here and you'll see that most of your worms are now in the top bin. You open up down here, you'll notice that most of your worms are no longer in here. You can pull this part out and harvest the castings that are in here. They'll go great in a potted plant, on your garden, whatever you want. Down in the bottom here is a bunch of liquid. You're probably thinking, ew, that goes in the garbage. No, this is liquid gold here. This is a really strong compost tea. Take this, pour it on your indoor plants or whatever plants you want. Just don't pour it on the dog. And it's a great fertilizer, and it'll go really help your plants to thrive. Then you take your new bin, stick it down in there, put the lid back on, let this accumulate, keep growing. When this one is done, you'll have discarded what's in there, clean it out, put it back down in here, start a new tower once this bin starts getting full. Just like you're doing, keep the cycle going. Thank you. Have a good day, and the next time you see me, we'll be talking about foods that are good for worms.
Tinkle, tinkle, little duck, how I wonder what to up I road so high, like a diamond in